teaching this course for about, we'll be only with it about 6 weeks the most, right? So this is a computer course which will be for about 6 weeks, right? It's for you to get the basic knowledge, and also at the end of this you get a certification called data operation at the end. So you get a certificate separate from your food preparation certificate. Right, so this is something that is big. So you get a data operation certificate at the end of this. So you'll be doing Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. And at the end, when we are finished, you'll get an exam with 40 multiple choice, as well for the theory, as well as the Word, the Excel, and the PowerPoint. So that's what we'll be covering for the few weeks. So it's not going to be a very long thing. It's going to be about 6 weeks, and we'll be in by that time. So it's not going to be very long. Clear on that?
Understand, miss, understand.
So not going to have something for 3 months. Not at all. Not at all.
How many hours per day?
It's just for about no more than 2 hours for this on Wednesdays. Just Wednesdays, no more than 2 hours.
And it starts at 6 or 6:30.
Well, we can discuss if 6 or 6:30 is best for the class.
Okay.
So if six not working for everyone, we can start at 6:30. So,
Okay.
but I wouldn't want to go beyond starting at 6:30, beyond 6:30.
Because typical Jamaicans, when you tell them 6 is 6:30. So
Which is
six
why
is
I am like a time person. So I like to work with time. If
yeah.
persons, right? So if I say 6, I'm already on before 6, waiting.
Yeah, I saw that because I signed in at some minutes to 6, and I was let in by you, so I realized that you were
Right,
there before.
right. I was on from about 5:40.
Oh,
So at least, right. So I try to make sure that I am on time.
punctuality.
Exactly. I'm a person of time, so I try to work, and I believe that everybody's time is precious. So, I'm trying to work with, and the quicker we get through what we have to get through, the quicker you don't have to come to class 3 days a week. Right. Well, I do understand it might be a little bit inconvenient for persons. This is the only way we could get in this component for this time period. And it's always best to get this out of the way. You can learn the basic IT, and then it will assist you with all of the other courses as well. Right? So I still see persons coming on. So what's the suggestion? Should I wait a few more minutes or should I just move on?
If you have an idea how many students you have, if you have a majority at the moment, you could start. But if you don't, then we just have to think about our wait at it. So that's just my suggestion.
Mm, no, I'm only seeing 6 persons. Oh.
You have a register with the amount of persons that sign.
Yeah, man, I have.
So
About
is it
7. No, we don't reach somebody. I just didn't want to I don't want to wait too long, and we don't cover what we need to cover. All right, I give another few minutes, and then we can begin. Give another few minutes. All right.
Okay.
Let me.
Good, e- good evening. Good evening.
Good
Christopher
evening.
Pananga.
Good evening, Sir
Annie.
Officer. Good evening. Hmm. Okay, good evening again for those just coming on. So I am going to begin the class. If anything, persons can always get the recording and listen back to the recording for this class. All right, so again, let me say my name is Miss Cole, and we'll be doing the IT and data operation, and it will only last for about 6 weeks. The most, it can be less, but the most it is 6 weeks. And as I stated earlier, we'll be doing it's theory and practical, and we'll also be doing so at the end of it, you will get one exam with the theory and the practical, 40 multiple choice, Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. That's how this would go. Right, so that's the typically what's gonna be. So it's Word, Excel, PowerPoint, plus 40 multiple choice at the end of this. And you will get a certificate for this event, separate from your food preparation certificate. Right, so you get 2 certificates at the end of your program. Clear on that?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
Yeah.
Right, so we're not going to be dragged out for very long. This is going to be quick, and it is something there. So let me just get first who is here before I get into anything. So I see that's what Alicia, and that's Alicia what? Alicia, what's
Green.
your huh?
Green. Green.
Green. Okay, good. Alicia Green.
You got
All right.
green, miss?
Yes.
Green?
Yes, man. I'm good. You're
Oh,
right.
oh.
I see Angus, but Angus is on hold. I think that is probably Vernell Angus. I'm not
Yes,
sure why
sir.
it's not sure why it's on hold. That person is trying to talk is cracking up. And then I see Christopher. That's Cunningham.
Yes, miss.
Then we have what? Charlene. That's Charlene James.
Yes, that's right.
Charlene James. Charlene, can you give him back your email address, please?
James, Charlene,
Harlene. Mm-hmm.
Charlene
Mm-hmm.
0 at gmail.com.
James Charlene. Come again?
James Charlene 0
0, right?
at gmail.com.
Mail.com. Good, good.
Thank you.
And then we have Miss Maureen Brown. Now is this the I'm sure I'm used to this Maureen Brown name, you know. I'm very much is this the same Maureen Brown?
Yes, miss, the same old Marine.
Maureen.
Yes,
Make sure
miss.
make sure the last time this may tell you.
Yes, miss.
Tell me
Yes,
back
miss,
your
at the
email
last
again,
time.
please.
Maureen Brown
Oh,
056 at
056.
gmail.
Okay, all right,
Yes,
yeah,
at
I see.
gmail.com.
I'm seeing it. Oh, I see why I did have it. I see a N here and not a M. Okay, all right, fine. That's Maureen. And then we have Natalie. Let me see, Natalie.
Collington.
Collington, right.
You have my email address, miss? Because I have issues with Boys Town and email address.
All right, let me have it.
So it's LNCOLLINGTON.
LN.
It's
L.
L. They keep
Okay.
on putting I.
Okay, so it's LN, right?
LNCollington@yahoo.com.
Okay, good. All right, fine. Got that. All right, so I will make sure that this is updated, Miss Collington. Not a problem.
Thank you so much.
And then we have, who's this one now? Who's the next? Oshana
Birthright.
Oshana Birthright.
Yeah.
All right. Un momento y por favor, Oshana Birthright. Oshana. Let's see. All right. Oshana.
Oshanya.
Oh, Nya. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And what's the email for me? I'm not.
I think the email that I have is correct, because I received the email today.
So wait a minute.
It's OshanaBirthright@yahoo.com.
Hold on. Let me just check again because I'm trying to look at the ones that I have here. You know what? To be 100% sure, let me just make sure I have it. Oshana Birthright.
Yeah, at yahoo.com.
Yeah. And then we have Raheem Buchanan.
Yes, miss.
And that's Raheem Buchanan 4410.
One more four.
3 4s. 44410. Okay. And then we have Romario. That's Romario Mortgage. And then I say S. Cornwell. So S. Cornwell is, I'm not sure. Who's that, please?
Daniel Cornwall. And Akeem Hansen is here as well.
So it's spelled Taniel, Taniel.
No, Shaniel.
Oh,
SHA.
Shaniel.
Yeah. SHANIELLE.
Shanielle.
Cornwall.
All right. What's your email?
scornwall1530@gmail.com.
It's 2 L's or 1 L?
2 L's.
Sit down and relax, brother.
At gmail.com?
Yeah.
And who else it says with is there?
Akeem Hansen.
Oh, Hakeem. ACKEEMHANSON. Give me Akeem Hanson's email, please.
AkeemHanson9@gmail.com.
At what?
gmail.com.
Gmail.com. All right. That's fine. And then I see Richards. That's Richards is the last name. Okay, Sean Richards. Yes, Sean Richards. All right, good. I think that's everybody that is online now. Oh, Sharina Roberts is online as well.
Yes, good afternoon, President Miss.
Afternoon. Sharina.
I'm here as well, Miss Romario.
One sec. Sharina. Seherina. That's how it is. Sherina. Robert.
Yes, Miss.
What's your email? What's your email?
Yes, I received Serena Roberts, the number 4 at gmail.com.
Oh, okay. All right, one sec. It's coming up, but why am I not? Oh, yeah, I have it here. All right, I have it here.
Good evening. You have a Master McQueen there?
One sec, please. Just 1 minute. 1 minute. Who is that now?
Master McQueen.
Yes, I have a Marcia McLean here. That's Marcia McLean 80 at yahoo.com.
Yes, that's correct.
All right, good. Yeah, I got it. So it looks like it's 6:30. I need to start then and not 6. I put it at 6:15.
Okay.
Because persons seem to coming in later as the time go by, and I am a woman of time.
Okay.
Right. So okay, so I think I got every name who is there. If anybody else come on, we can go ahead.
Yeah, you have me there, Miss Romario Margaret.
Yes, sir. I do.
Okay.
All right. So welcome everyone, and I know it's a bit different to do things online, right? But you won't be online forever. But mostly for your theory aspect of your courses, you'll be doing it online, right? And your practical aspects for all of your other units will be face to face once you get into the practical aspect, right? So, and to learn the technology is good as well. And if your children had to do it, right? I know your children had to get used to the technology. That's so. They had to get used to online classes for quite a while. So.
Oh yes, quite.
Right. So we have to try and get used to it as well. We have to get to it. All right. So today we'll be covering just some little theory aspect of what about computers, what it is, and so on, and starting for the practical aspect of next week. How many persons, which I show you, if you can look at the raise hand feature, with the raise hand feature of persons who we're working with a computer, a laptop or a computer. Just with the raise of hand, look for the raise of hand feature where it says reaction. The person who's working with a laptop. All right, so that's Cardwell, that's Natalie. All right, so that's Cardwell and Natalie. I would love some more persons, because it's a participating class. Have to see if you know what you're doing.
I stepped out a while, miss. Can you say repeat what you said?
Asking what are you working with, if you're working with a laptop or a computer.
Laptop.
You're working with a laptop as well. That's who. You can just put the raise hand feature for me, please.
I'm using a laptop.
For persons who using a laptop, can use the raise hand feature for me, please. All those who using a laptop use the raise hand feature. So that's Raheem and Natalie, Marcia. Okay, good. We have a few persons well, so good. All right. I kind of like the hands-on aspect of it, when persons can go and do. When you go and do it, when you're on it and you're doing it, that's the best way I believe persons learn, and not by just Miss Cole talking and going through everything. So participating is key. Okay, a good amount of persons have. That's good. All right. So.
Sorry, miss. Is a tablet I'm working with me.
Oh, so you're not working with a computer. All right. Is it one that can go on Microsoft Word and you can able to share your screen and use it like if you're typing and anything like that? Can it be done?
Miss, I'm just learning about it, miss, but I can ask for assistance with go on it if it is. To be honest.
Okay. All right. So, tell me what you see in the screen, please.
Yes, I'm seeing it.
Okay, good. As soon.
Also, seeing it.
All right. One sec. Hold on. One sec. I just came off it. Let me do something before I oh yeah. Okay, good. So, question is, all of us use computers and so on, but do we know what it is? What is a computer? We use it every day, all the time. But what is it? Who can answer that? You can take down the raise hand feature a sec, please. Let me see if I can take it down for
electronic device.
Okay. It's an electronic device. Yes, that is one thing. Anybody else?
An operating system.
And electronic device that's typically used.
One at a time. One sec. Just raise your hand if you're going to speak, please. All right, go ahead, Cornwell.
So it's an electronic device that's mostly used for storing and processing data. And it has different type of programmings as well, used in order to get information.
All right. Thanks for that. Romario, go ahead.
The computer is a processing unit which helps to make life easier in terms of saving files and data and getting message across to the world.
All right. So question. Let me start with you. No. Do you think in this society or the world now we can do without computers? What are your thoughts on that?
Definitely.
No, it's absolutely.
All right, so Natalie said no, Romario said no. Go ahead, Cardwell.
I don't think we can live without computers because most of the things that we do in this day and age are computer based or electronic based. So anything computer related, we'll need it.
Right.
Grown to a
Right. suppose right now, and so yes, we're doing computer, and what about the internet? Because the internet now is another thing. You think we can do without the internet?
Not in this day and
That's
age.
definitely another no.
No.
Right. So those are things now that it has become a part of us. And I know if persons G's up, if internet ever go away, they're dying. I can't believe I don't have any internet. You know, right? So if they even call one day, they feel like a fish out of water. They cannot do anything. Can't do without a computer. Can't without any device. Suppose even a cell phone. Persons can't seem to even do without a cell phone, too. If you leave your phone at home for one day, it's like losing a part of you, right? Is that so? If you don't even have your phone with you
Yes,
for even a
miss, you're
day.
right.
Not for me.
Yeah.
Cornwall, you say not for you?
No, because I leave my phone at home sometimes. Just leave it spitefully and go to work without it. It
Okay.
doesn't really bother me that much. Unless I need to make a call.
Unless you make a call. What about you, Kerry?
I second that, actually.
That's Charlene.
Yes.
Well, what's your second?
That I can do without my phone for a day.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Natalie, what's your thoughts?
So I work with my phone because I do sales, so I definitely can't do without it.
Right. So even some jobs now call to work with the phones. You probably have WhatsApp groups, and and so it is really something that now is driving the world overall. Without it, because right now we can connect with people all over the world, right? So this is something that now becomes a part of us, and technology is getting better and better every day, and therefore it has become so instilled in us that we don't want to even, right? If persons right now, if all internet gone for 5 days, 1 week, I can't bother with Flow, or I can't bother with Digicel, whichever one they use, right? So it's become somewhat a part of us. So persons mention what they believed a computer is. But the thing is now, how do you how you think the computer works? How do you think the computer works? What's the first thing in order? How does it work? What's the first thing has to happen? How you think
It
that
has to be turned on.
all right, fine, you turn it on. What else? What you
Enter
think?
your password if it's
Well,
possible.
All right, we passed all of that
Speak slow.
already. We
it has
passed
to
all through.
it has to do with coding.
IT works with codes. Yes, we all know that. Let me see if I can ask it a different way. How does a computer function? What's the sequence? What has to happen? What comes first and second and third?
Has to be programmed.
Hardware, software.
Okay, I was just about to say that. Hardware,
Right,
software.
good. It has to have hardware and software. That is fine. That is good. That's fine. You have the hardware and the software. And the hardware and the software has to be compatible. You
Yep.
cannot have a old hardware and new software working together. So you cannot have a computer that was built in the 1990s and coming with softwares in the 2000s. It's not going to work. So they do work hand in hand. Okay, so fine, we get that. another question is, there is a way, okay, so what is the sequence? Let me see if I can, let me see. Oh, there are four things, main things that a computer, it's called, you can call it the processing cycle. What's the first? So we say, okay, say
Call it data,
there
miss.
are four general functions that a computer does. What do you think will be the four main ones?
Input.
Processing.
Input. Good.
That's about
Output.
lot of words every time I think of
Who
something.
just said that a while ago?
Chanel.
And who else was saying input?
Sharina. Output.
Yes,
Right.
I have
So
an
the
input and an
first
output.
thing.
And an
You have
output.
storage.
All right. Good.
Input,
You get in
output,
there. Right?
storage.
And what is what? You're missing one.
Processing.
Processing. Good. So those are the four main things that a computer does. But okay, so here what it does though. First thing though. Yes, it gives the input. But after the input, what would come next?
The out one. The output.
Processing.
No.
Processing.
Processing. Then
Good. It
storage.
must process the incoming. All right. So some person saying storage, then output. But I would say no.
Processing, storage, and then output.
I would say output before store.
Yes, processing and then output and then the storage.
Why you think you would say output before store?
I'll do storage before output.
There's the first line of output is what? What's the first output? The what?
Yeah. Oh, storage after output. Yeah, what's up?
The speaker.
No, the speaker is an example of an output device. But what will be the first output?
Storage.
No.
The system unit?
No. It will be a monitor. Your monitor is the first output. You're seeing it first before it even go out. So that is why I'm saying output will come before storage. Think of it as if your brain, think of it,
process, output,
right?
storage.
Right. Think of it with your brain, how your brain works. Look at it this way. You have to input the information. It has to process it. But does it store, but you give an output by speaking, don't it? Yes or no? You give an output after you speak. But then you choose what you want to store. The brain not want to store everything. The brain stores some things. So it is the same way for the computer. You do not store everything. You choose what you want to store. So that's why I'm saying now the processing side, the way the computer works similar to the brain. You input, you process, you give an output, and you choose to store. Right? So you have to think, because persons who build computers, building it, they're thinking of it of how the brain works.
Yeah, man, I thought the same.
Right. So we have to think of it that way. So you give you're given its input, then process, and it gives an output, and then you choose to store. So that's how it works. And that's how that's how the processing cycle works. Now somebody mentioned about codes. Hello, if you're speaking to me, if you're not, mute your mics, please. So somebody mention about codes earlier. Right? When the computer is processing, it is using the codes. So what is recognized is ones and zeros, the binary codes. So what happens now, everything that you type, you put in, it processes it with the ones and zeros and gives it an output in readable format so you will understand. That is how it works. Clear on that?
No, miss. No, I'm not.
What is that clear on?
All right, can you repeat what you said earlier when a computer is processing it using
ones and zero? I didn't get that part.
Okay, so I'm saying now how the computer works. Now, if you are typing anything in the computer, they are recognizing ones and zeros. So if you write your name or you're typing something, each letter, each figure, each picture, everything that you do, it's ones and zeros the computer is seeing. But it processes it in a readable format so you can understand. So if you type an A, the computer is seeing ones and zeros. So each letter, each number, the computer is seeing binary numbers and it processes it now to give you the A. So everything you do, every picture, the computer is seeing ones and zeros and not necessarily what they're going to process it to make it to you. And it depends on the program you are using as well, right? So that is how the computer, it decodes it and it makes it, oh, this is what is it saying, and then it come out now to make you understand. Yeah, it's in binary numbers and then it decodes it to come in readable format so you can understand it. Any clearer?
That's fine, miss. Thanks.
Yes, yes.
All right, so we know how the computer cycle works. So when we say input now, what are we speaking about when we say input? What is input? And I don't want person.
Like the soft.
Go ahead.
Like the software, like Microsoft Word, Excel.
No,
Stuff
that's an
that we
example of a
use.
software. No, I want you to give me a definition of what you think the word input means. Input. What do you think the word input itself, that word means?
I think that input is whatever information that you are putting in the computer, information, whether it's data, numbers, a picture, whatever it is, that to me is the input.
Okay, good.
I could be wrong.
No, you're right. So
Okay.
it's data. It's data that is data, information, or some of the raw facts, all of that. Information and all of that is put into the computer. Good. So that is the data. Go ahead, Alicia.
Yes, input a place or a device where put energy or information into our system.
All right, you're giving me a definition for input device, but I just want the word input. So it's a difference, input device, different from input, the word input itself. So it's two different things. You get the idea, but you're telling me every definition for input device. Right? You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Right. Go ahead, Cornwell.
So input is when you enter like data that's entered into the system or received by the computer. It can be in the form of like typing on the keyboard, clicking on your mouse, stuff like that.
Fine, good. So we know input. So input now is different from input device. So we know what input is. So what would be the input device? Go ahead, Alicia.
No, man, no. That's was from the beginning. That's all right. That's
Oh.
not me.
So what would be input
In,
device then?
input
It would be
input device
whatever.
device.
All right, James first, and then
Oh, all
go
right.
ahead.
To me, input device would be whatever you use to upload the information to the computer system or whatever. Whether it's gonna be the keyboard, or
Right,
it's a camera, or you scan something to the machine itself. To me,
right. Mm-hmm.
that's what it is.
All right, who is next? Cornwall or Alicia? Go ahead.
So it's basically like a physical hardware that you use to connect to the computer or the system, and it used to input data into the system.
Okay. Who else was speaking after that? I heard a male voice, but I'm not sure who it was.
Requirement. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
saying input device is a device which you can use to both upload information to the computer and take it back off to me. Probably like a
But
thumb drive.
input device. Input. The word in and take off are two different something. You can't take off when you put in.
Good. Like it's basically a thumb drive come to mind, Miss.
Thumb drive is not an input. So
Oh,
yeah, right, yeah. Thumb
all right.
drive
Miss,
is
can
like,
I say something, please?
go ahead. That's who, Natalie?
Maureen
Maureen, go ahead, Maureen. Fine, go ahead.
is a device. Input device
device,
is a
right?
piece of equipment used to provide data and control signals to an information processing system.
You see how much thing you gone in you gone technical, Maureen. All right. All right. So it is simple. It's that device that you use to input information
Insert information.
to the computer. Simple.
Right.
And some of those devices are like what now?
Keyboard.
The keyboard, yes.
Mouse.
The
Mouse.
mouse, yes. What else?
CPU?
No.
Motherboard.
Maybe a scanner.
The scanner, yes.
Maybe the phone. You might upload something from your phone to the computer.
We still talk about the phone. The phone is not I wouldn't call
It
it
would not be an input device.
well,
Okay.
yes, you're right. Once it's attached, it is input
Yes.
because you're taking from it to the
To
computer.
the computer, right?
Yes, right, you're right. You're
Camera.
correct.
Speakers.
The
Yes.
speaker to get sound from it.
A beat to know today I come tell about a speaker. A beat to know today. What is a speaker? If I could have sooner with a beat, you know.
Oh, that's output. That's an output device.
Eh?
Speakers.
I say input and they give me output. I slap it today, see? Sure. Right. Input device. All right, so we can go on. So we know input and we know input devices. So what about what is the difference now for output? What is output? And I don't want to give me the device definition. I want the output. Just output. Who can give me that? Please use the raise hand feature.
Repeat the question, Miss.
What is output? All right, go ahead, Charlene, and then Cornwall.
Okay, Miss, I'm going to give you my interpretation of it.
Not a problem.
The output to me is the end result of the information that you have uploaded or placed on the computer. What do you see? What's the end product? To me, that's the output.
All right, good job. Fine, I will work with that. I see where this O'Shane. Birthright, go ahead.
All right, to me, an output device is like anything
Output or output device? Which one is it?
Output. That device.
Oh, it's not device.
It's not. It's output. I want the definition for output. Go ahead, Birth. You finished, Birthright? All right, who is next? Cornwall?
Right. So output device. Sorry, not
No.
device. Output.
Right.
Data that the computer sends, basically. So it's converted and then it's sent out.
All right. I'll take that a little. It's almost there. It's almost there. Almost there. Anybody else want to try? Go ahead, Christopher. Christopher and then Birthright can come back. Go ahead, Christopher.
Yes, miss. A place where information leave the system.
Is that place? A supermarket?
Where power leave the system, miss.
Huh?
Information leave the system.
Persons who are not speaking, can you please mute your mics?
Hello, good night, Miss Cole. I'm just telling you, it's your former student. Okay?
Is your former student?
Yeah, it's Poppy, miss. Just telling you,
Tell us a mix of I.
What you doing? What you doing online?
No, my co-worker is online, man. Just tell me
Oh,
that.
Rahim?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm just telling you, alright, miss?
Hi, you need to hurry up and come finish level 3, that may I tell you.
Yeah, may I come finish level 3, man, miss?
Lick you want. All right. All right. All right. For persons who are not speaking, please mute the mics, please. Thank you. All right. Cornwall.
So it's basically any information that is processed and sent out by the computer. Well, from a computer or other like electronic devices.
All right, I can work with that. All right, so that's the output. So the output device now will be output device would be
a printer.
That's an example.
Okay, the output device would be what the end result actually comes out. No, that's not what I want to say.
Speaker.
No.
I don't want the example yet. I
Mm-mm.
want to give I want to give me a definition of an output device.
Let me think about it some more.
Think. I want you guys to think, which is one of the reasons I don't show the PowerPoint. I need you guys to think.
All right, miss.
Is it the hard drive? Is the hardware device used to send data?
Device, but yes,
used to send data to the computer and other device user?
No, it's not sending. No.
Miss?
I wouldn't take that. No, not necessarily. Go ahead.
An output device is any piece of the computer hardware equipment which convert information into a human form.
Yes.
There
Wait, you just Google that.
Yes.
So just Google that. Yet it's a device used to send data in readable format for persons for human to read. It's in readable format. So it is the output device is so it sends out the information in readable format for human use.
Like what I just example, because I asked for the information and you sent it out to me.
So it exactly, and you're seeing it on that output device, which is their monitor. So the monitor is the first output device. Give me some other examples of output device.
Screen.
A what?
Tablets.
Audios,
Headphone.
videos, graphic.
No, no. What is that? I don't understand what is. Who's saying that?
Maureen.
Output device. You can see some. Maria, is you saying that?
Maureen.
Output device.
Output device is the information that is in readable format.
This is where the printer comes in, right, Miss?
Printer, yes, that you said earlier. Good.
Right.
Projector, excellent. What else?
Okay.
GPS.
Speaker.
Speaker,
yes.
headphone.
Monitor.
Excellent. Monitor.
Miss, with a HDMI cable,
no, the cable. No, the cable by itself cannot do nothing.
Video card.
I'm just asking though.
I'm telling you, the cords itself cannot do nothing. It's a device that is connected to is doing the thing. You can have the card there, sit down there, it don't do anything. Your USB card that you use to charge your phone, if you don't plug it in, it don't do anything. Truth. If you leave it there, can it do anything? If it's not attached to the device, then it's not going to do anything. So the cord itself don't have no purpose unless it's plugged into the equipment that it's supposed to use for. Good?
Yes, sir.
Right. So we know what are the input device. We know his input, output, and the output devices. What is the device that is used to process the information? What is used to process the information? Because remember we spoke about the sequence of how the computer works. Input, output, process. Hardware. No, it's not. It's a hardware device, but hardware is not the answer.
Is the CPU?
The CPU. And what is the CPU?
Central Processing Unit.
Right. The Central Processing Unit. And what's another name for it?
The hard drive.
I beat you today.
The memory. The memory. I don't remember.
It's not no memory neither. I beat you too. Well.
The motherboard.
You're gone way away. You're so far away. Another name for the CPU is the brain. The brain.
Oh, yes.
And I say you must think of it as you're thinking about your brain, about yourself, about the body. Your brain is what is used to process information. So the sequences which the brain work is the same way computer work. If you put in foolishness, you get all foolishness. And if you put in good things, you get good things. Right? Yes, no, maybe so.
Yes.
Correct.
That's
so the last one now, the type of device is a storage device. Storage. What is storage? What's the word storage? That
in
device,
my definition, storage.
I say memory.
And
no, hold on, one at a time, please. Let me see.
I
Storage is
say
like
memory, miss.
a little jar if you put everything that you need into.
Come again? That's Alisa speaking. Marcia. Marcia, you are speaking?
Birthright.
Birthright. Say, what is a storage is?
Yeah. In my definition, it's like a small little jar that you use and store what you need. For example, you have a little file on the computer, you take all your pictures and put it there.
You know, you make Mama day. You're first I hear it that way. Anybody else? We
It's a
have to
place
remember that one
you
here. Uh-huh.
put something for safekeeping.
A place. You know
Yeah,
your
wherever you
cupboard.
might
Your
store.
cupboard you top bus.
No,
Your
storage.
A,
wardrobe.
a
It's somewhere you put
piece
things. You
a
put
piece
things
of
for
computer
safekeeping.
equipment.
All right.
A
Yeah.
piece of means a piece of computer equipment on which information can be stored.
All right, but that is more of a device you're talking about more than the word storage. But
Okay.
Cornwall, go ahead. Really, I give me joke today, but I like it. I hear. Go ahead.
Storage is basically what enables the computer to retain data and information.
For what? Why would we want to store it? For what? What's the
So
purpose
you
of storing?
can have it for
For
later.
the future. For the
Ah,
future. For the future.
exactly. It is where,
Dinner.
right? Exactly. You're storing it for future use.
Use.
Yeah. So that is
Store.
storage. So that is storage, right? So what would be, Mr. Something here, somebody like them and eat them dinner, you know. If you eat dinner, you know, you try to share with everybody in here, you know. Oh, exactly. I tell you.
I God, that's
Some of the friend.
Keep on that them plate tonight. Share the food. Right? So, what are the devices then now that are used to store? What are the devices?
Flash drive.
Flash
Oh
drive,
shit, yeah, fuck.
Memory card.
yes.
Thumb drive.
Thumb drive and flash drive is the same.
CDs.
CDs.
The what?
CDs.
CDs, yes.
CD.
Flash, okay. Thumb drive, flash drive is the same thing.
Floppy disk.
Floppy disk, yes, which is one of the oldest things ever used. What is a main storage device?
But 2010 minutes on floppy disk.
Memory card.
Jesus.
The CPU is where you store most of the information.
I beat you today. No, ma'am.
It's on the
Internal storage.
CPU, the internal
CPU is
memory.
no. The CPU is the processing device. It's not a storage device.
You store it on the memory of the computer. The C
No.
drive, the hard
Internal
drive, the
storage.
hard drive.
Thank
You have
you.
The
storage
hard
in
drive, please, sorry.
The hard drive. That's right. It is the hard drive that is used. That's a main storage device. It has the most storage. Right? Your hard drive is the one that stores the most information. All right, that's your main storage device. It is the one that is built into your computer, your hard drive. I beat it to them all one time about memory and thing there. What is the other thing somebody did say? I hear some answer today, say, but interesting answers I hear. All right, good. We're going on fine. So the question is, all right, so we've gone through the processing cycle, or we know all of that. So tell me, my question is, why do you think the computer is so powerful? Why is it so powerful? What are the reasons? The computer is so powerful.
Yes, it can store information.
All right, it has the ability to store a lot of information. Excellent. That is one of the things. What else?
It's used a lot in communication in order to get information.
Excellent. It is a way, it's a device that you use to communicate. Excellent. What else? So we talk about the store, we talk about the communicating. What else? What else makes a computer
It's a source how to get information.
All right. Fine, yes. But you're missing that part, missing something. Missing something. You're on the right track, but it's missing something. Missing part of it. Yes, you get the information, but it missing a little thing that I'm looking for. What's a reason?
Send and receive information.
Yes, which is we talk about the communication. It communicates with other computers. We spoke about that. What else? Why is the computer? Why do you think the computer so powerful?
Information processing cycle operation.
What about it? What about the information, all them big word where I say, Marine? What
because
about
if you use it for it have accuracy, huge amount of storage.
accuracy? Excellent. Accuracy. It is accurate, Maureen. Excellent. That's right. What else?
It is reliable.
I want to go and write this. Maureen, you look back on something?
Miss.
Yes, it's reliable.
Miss, me need to finish up my course, Miss.
You better believe it. Yes, it is reliable. It is reliable. It is accurate. It has the ability to store huge amount of information. It communicates with other computers. Right. And it has the ability. About Miss Brown, I would like it to. I will I think you did any unit at all?
Yes, Miss, I did the one. I did the one. I did the first one. I did the second one.
Which first one was that?
I did the first and the second. I did the first and the second. The computer in the computer in your class. I did the first and the second. I didn't do the third.
Oh, you never did finish.
No, never finished.
True, you did start and never did finish. True. All right. Now I'm talking about any other units within the food that you did.
Yes, Miss, I do a lot. Miss, I just the last part. Me reach, you know, Miss.
Maureen, me want you to come in sometime next week, so we can look at what you have left and look how we can finish you at a quicker pace. All right.
Yes, Miss.
I don't want to be starting from scratch. You want to spoil the whole, huh?
When we leave work next week Monday, we'll come over there. Either Monday or Tuesday, one of the two. Come on, stop over there.
If you come Tuesday when you come, yes, fine, not a problem. So we can look at what you have left and look at how we can, yeah. All right. Sorry about that, everybody.
Yes, yes.
Okay, good. So we spoke about why it is so powerful. So we know all of that. So tell me, what do you think are the primary components of a computer? What are the primary components? What are the primary components of a computer?
Monitor.
Monitor,
the mouse,
No. You're giving me
the hardware and the software.
No. You're giving me some examples of the components, but you're not giving me the proper term. What And I would say, what are some examples of the devices? What are the primary components?
Miss, stuff like the motherboard.
No, no, really, that's not correct. All right, so maybe the might under somewhat on the track, but they're not really there. The primary components that they're speaking about are the input devices, the CPU, the memory, output devices, and the storage devices. Those are the 5 major components of the computer. Input devices, which I gave examples of. With CPU, we know what it is. With memory, the output devices, and the storage devices. You'll notice that all of them are separate. The input devices, CPU, memory, output devices, storage devices. Those are what they call the 5 major components of the computer system. Clear? And don't worry about these notes that the are talking.
Can you repeat the last one for me, please?
It's input devices, the CPU, the memory, the output devices, and the storage devices. Those are
question.
Go ahead.
How do we access the recording of the
I will send you my recording.
Via email?
Yes, to your email. I will send it. I will send it. I will send it via email.
Miss, repeat them for me, please.
But no worry about Maureen. I will send you the notes in Jesus' name. Okay. When you will get the notes, you don't need to write down everything. Whatever I talk about right here, I will send the notes. All right? Don't worry about it. I just want you to think. That's why I'm not showing you the PowerPoint that I have here. I want person to think. When you think, you'll kind of know, oh, that's what we spoke about. Understand?
Yeah.
When you just get the information, you're not thinking outside. You're not able to say, oh, it's that. You know, I want person to think and not me just giving you everything. So don't worry about the notes, you will get them. Okay? And you will get today's recording. All right? Clear? We're good?
Yes, miss.
All right. Now my recording is sent as a link on YouTube. That's how I do it. I cannot speak about everybody else, but I can tell you how I do it. All right, so we mentioned memory as a major component of the computer system. But what are so there are 2 major types of memory. Anybody think they can remember them 2 major types of memory? Are we going on until we finish theory today? You know, remember telling you, when the person came on late, I will start late. So when come off until we wrap up everything I have to wrap up today. Good? We clear? So we don't want nobody to say so 8 o'clock. What are you think are the 2 major?
Internal, external memory.
We don't have nothing on name, so. Internal and
Miss,
external.
can you repeat the question for me, please?
What are the 2 main types of memory? What do you think the 2 main types of memory are? 2 main types of memory. There are 2 main types of memory.
Is it the internal and the external?
When you get them information from, you know, on different school, let it go.
Primary and secondary?
No. When you talk about primary and secondary, you're talking about primary storage and secondary storage. That's what you're talking about. What is now?
Memory. Memory.
Who is
Random
that?
Access birthright.
Birthright. Okay. Yes. Random access memory and
Read only memory.
Well, I mean, I tell you, Google working for you. Yes, those are the two main types: the random access memory and the read only memory. Those are the two main types of memory. Persons ever hear about those two memory before? Read only memory, random access memory. Can anybody tell me what they think? Which one is the temporary memory? And it is also the main memory. Which one?
Read only?
No, that's not it.
The main memory is the random access memory.
Yes, the main memory,
which is the primary, right?
Which is also, it is a main memory. The random access memory, it is a main memory, but it is also the temporary one. So it's a temporary, but it's the main one. Right? So the next one's a read-only memory. If the random access memory is temporary, what would be the read-only memory?
Permanent.
It is a permanent memory. Now, this memory now, it is the memory that is etched on the chip, and it gives the startup directions for the computer. So when you load the computer, it's a read-only memory it coming from as well, right? It give up the computer startup directions. It's a permanent. You cannot change anything to the read-only memory, but you can change things on the random access memory. If you download softwares, it goes to the random access memory. You can always delete those softwares. And the same thing what you call apps, gentle people, whatever you call apps, they are also called application software. For those geniuses who always say, may I have the app there, may I have the app there? They are talking application software. All right? So all you say, you have the app, you have the app. It is called, also called, it's a shortening for application software. Understood?
Understood.
Yes.
Right? So the read-only memory is the permanent one. Right. Now the random access memory, although it's a main memory, you can always upgrade your memory. And we can have additions to that random access memory. So if you say, oh, the memory full, you can go and you can ask persons to upgrade your memory. Because you constantly download the different softwares to your computers, it is going on your on your random access memory and filling that up. So therefore it must get full. Right? So each time, so be careful of how many softwares you keep on downloading to your computer. And when you download, it goes to that random access memory, and therefore at the end of the day, it can get full, and that now would allow your computer to run slow. Right? It slows it up because you're downloading so many things on your computer. So watch that. Yes?
Excuse me, miss, is it the case that you can clear the random access read-only memory?
You cannot do anything to the read-only memory.
Oh, so that is the one that can get full and slow your computer?
No, the random access memory is the one that can get full. The read-only memory is the one that comes with the startup directions. The random access memory is the one that can get full.
Oh, so the random access memory, that is the one that can be upgraded?
Yes.
Okay.
You can have additional memory. So you probably can take it to somebody, a technician, and ask them to upgrade your memory.
Okay, thanks.
Right. But your read-only memory, you cannot change anything on that. That's permanent. Right. Okay, we went through all of this already.
Miss.
Yes, go ahead.
That's why on the phones and other devices, like if your application is full and if your memory full, they say if you delete any of the application or software that comes with the device might have a problem.
Right. You can't touch those.
Because it's gonna malfunction the device.
Going to malfunction because it is on your read-only memory.
Okay.
It doesn't give you access to delete those. Your right. If you delete the thing that on your, if you try to somebody, you that will mash up your thing, man. Whether it's a computer, a laptop, a tablet, whatever it is. Okay, good. So let's move on. We are almost at the end. We're getting there. Now, software. What is the software? So we spoke about it a little while ago, but what is it? What is software? What is it? Who is
a set of instructions?
Is a set of instructions. That's it?
Yeah. Right. What the computer have set out for you, like in instruction to direct you where to do and what to do, I should say.
Thank you. Thank you. Exactly. Excellent. Who is RM this? Who is RM?
Birthright.
Margaret, Romara Margaret.
Oh.
I didn't get log out this and they want signing back.
Oh, that's right. And you only put RM, that's why I couldn't. Okay.
Yes.
All right, so the software is what, yes, as Birthright said, it is the one that those are the programs that tell the computer what to do. It tells the computer what to do. No, there are two different types of software. Anybody think they can tell me what are the two main types of softwares?
Only know one. System software?
Yes, system software is one. And
the next one?
Application.
Great. Application software. The system software and the application software. Now, anybody can tell me what the difference between the two. What is the system software different from the application software?
The system software is what built in.
Hold on. Birthright, hold on a sec. Let me hear from Mr. RM down here, and then you next, because I hardly hear the male voices today. Go on.
The system software that comes with the device or the computer.
If you give me a definition, that's what you give me. The one you gonna tell me say the thing I come with the computer. I don't know what you're saying. Rethink before you give it as a definition.
Hello.
That's who's speaking. That's Marcia.
Yeah. Activation is when you download information.
No, that's not necessarily what I'm looking for. No, Marcia.
Okay.
Cornwall, go ahead.
So, system software is basically what's used to operate the system, like the computer hardware. And application is something that is specific for the user.
All right, yes, basically. So the system software, it tells the computer how to perform the loading functions, right? It gives that first direction. It performs the functions of loading and everything. So when you have a computer and you see it saying Windows this and Windows that, that is your operating system software. What is the newest Windows they have now? Windows what?
I think it's 20.
Am I Windows 20 now?
I think
Windows,
that was when I heard of it.
Windows 10. No.
A 10
was the last one.
Are the 10 and the last one?
Yeah.
The most recent one is
Windows 10.
Windows 11.
Windows 11. Right.
Windows
I
11.
know Windows
And
11
in
was
the
the
future,
last.
apparently.
Windows
Windows
11 is the newest one.
So
So
then-
we don't know. Oh, who does the Windows 20 then gone for?
I live in the future.
You're in the future.
Sure, Elon must have friend, miss.
You look
Yep.
so.
Yes, sir.
So what were the ones now before Windows 11? Give me some more.
7, the miss.
7, yes. What else?
8.
Huh? 8, yes. What else? Come, there is more.
10.
10, yes. There is still more.
I think Windows XP.
XP, yes. What else?
You had just Windows by itself.
No. No, you don't have Windows by itself. Everybody ever remember this one, Windows Vista?
Yes,
Never heard of it.
And there's a old one, the oldest one. Who can tell me what is the oldest operating system? The first one that was ever.
A typewriter.
We'll never. No.
Is it
Windows 1.
lineage?
Huh?
It is
The lineage?
report, I mean, you're the oldest one, me, so that's why.
The oldest operating system. No.
Was it the 1.0 or the lineage?
Xerox.
No. The first operating system. Please mute your mics if you're not speaking to me. Thank you. Nobody? You mean to tell me says only me know it before you only did born, you never did born them time there?
Is it Windows 95?
No. The first operating system was
Windows
the
3.0 or 3X something.
we never asked you for the first Windows. We asked for the first operating system.
Oh,
The
that's a
first operating system was the disk operating system, DOS.
Floppy disk, something, miss.
No,
Black, like a black something.
I never asked about a storage device. I asked about the operating system, and the operating system that was used was a disk operating system, which was the first operating system that was used, and they used codes in that time. So to get on anything, you had to type in different codes to get to any program, to get to any games. It was the disk operating system was the first one. And you still have it on your computers though. You'll see it as the MS-DOS.
Yes.
It is still on your computers, because you still sometimes have to use codes. And you can able to see your and even using the MS-DOS that you have on it, or you might see it say command prompt, the same thing. It allows just where you can type the different codes. Right? So that was the first operating system before Windows come into these different operating systems. It was the DOS. The first computers that ever, them big back one, them that I used to use in the, how much, 30 odd years ago, was the DOS they used. And we had to type in codes to pay. And those days, the best games were there was what? Who can tell me what was the best video games them time there? Anyone?
Snake game?
Batman.
Batman.
Pac-Man was one, but that wasn't the better one. Which one was the better one? Mortal Kombat. That was yes. And Mortal Kombat was the in thing them time there, you know. That time in my teens. Right? Those were the games now that you had to type in your code and we enjoy the game same way. And right? So that was the operating system. Those are the different operating system. So we know what is the system software. So what is the application software? What would that be? What would be the application software? All right, hold on. Please use the raise hand feature. What is application software? Please use the raise hand feature.
Okay, sorry.
It's easier to. What is application software? I see Birthright ready to speak long time, you know. Go ahead, Natalie. But I'm only talking to the people that will raise them hand. Go on, Natalie. Go ahead, Natalie. Natalie, go
Trying
ahead.
to find the mic out.
Right.
Miss, application software is like the apps that you download on the computer.
But what it do? What does it do? You tell me that it download, but what does it do?
That's why I'm here, Miss Learning.
I know, but you tell me say it's the app, but application is the same thing. You're still not giving me what is application software yet. Still not giving me. Think about it a little more. Go ahead, Akeem. Akeem, go ahead. Akeem Elijah one. Akeem, you raise your hand, but I'm not hearing you. Okay.
Oh, sorry about that. An application software is a program. There you go again. The computer program designed to carry out a specific task other than one relating to the operation of a computer itself.
Okay.
Right?
Good. Okay. Yes. Excellent. All right. Go ahead, Birthright.
All right. Application program software helps perform a task when using a computer or smartphone. For example, we want to edit a picture, we have apps like that to help us.
All right. And then go back to the word apps. But me just telling you something. If you have to write nothing, nobody write nothing about no apps, please. When you're writing, right? Nobody write no shortcut. That's a shortcut. So it is a software is the program that tell the computer how to produce specific information. So it is specific, right? Those application softwares are specific. So what are some specific softwares? No. Give me some specific ones. No. Give me some examples.
Audio.
That's one on your phone. Give me some softwares that we use on a daily basis.
Microsoft Word.
Word, yes.
Excel.
Excel, right?
PowerPoint.
Yes, Natalie, what you saying?
So we're going with raise hand, but PowerPoint. I was gonna say PowerPoint.
PowerPoint, right?
Google Chrome.
Chrome, yes, it's a software. Yes. Good. So those
Microsoft
are
Word
some.
Office.
Yes, Microsoft Word. Go ahead, Christopher. And please try to remember.
Miss,
And
I was gonna say
I
even
going to
Teams,
even what?
even
Teams.
Teams
Yes.
software and
Yes, good. That is a software, and it used for a specific purpose.
yeah.
Good. So, but so there are a lot of application softwares, and as I stated before, application softwares and apps are the same thing. All right. Okay, so okay, so we know softwares, but what came out is the difference between the search engine and an internet software? Who can give me that? Difference between the search engine and an internet software. Because yes, yeah, the difference between an internet software and a search engine. Please use the raise hand feature. Go ahead, Christopher.
Mr. Search engine would be like you put in a specific information, like you want to find out something, and you put it in a search engine like Google, and you
Right.
search.
Uh-huh. But that's just one part. You not tell me the next one. You give me the
So that mistake. So that
right.
mistake.
So you give me the information about the search engine. Now what
And the
about the internet?
internet.
That's who talking. At least I'm gonna see your hand raise, you know.
Oh,
Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Raise the hand and then we speak. Go ahead, Alicia. Go ahead.
Looking for a specific item on the internet.
That's what? Search engine. That's what?
Internet engine.
What I'm asking is a difference between the internet software and a search engine. I think some persons sometimes mix it up. Okay. What are the softwares that allow you to go on the internet, people? Raise hand, please.
Google.
Natalie, go ahead.
Google, miss.
I beat it to them, no. Google is not a software that we're talking about. Go ahead, Birthright.
Internet Firefox.
Firefox,
Firefox.
good. Yes. So, Firefox is an internet
Safari.
software. Safari, yes. What else?
Internet.
Internet Explorer.
Yes.
I don't hear one of them yet. Still waiting. Go ahead, Natalie.
Is Norton one of them? Yes.
Norton, you know, I haven't heard that name in so long. I don't, Norton. You know, I don't, no, Norton is an antivirus software.
Oh, okay.
It's an antivirus software. Christopher, go ahead.
Miss Chrome.
Chrome, yes. Go ahead, Raheem.
Safari.
Safari. And Safari is mainly on what? The phones.
Yes.
For Apple, iPhone.
Oh, on a iPop phone. iPhone. 'Cause everybody say Apple phones are the iPhones are the better phones. That's all I'm say. It's true.
Alex,
Not necessarily.
I beg to differ.
I beg to differ too. I I'm really not fond of iPhones. I don't know why.
either.
They're not somewhat user friendly in my opinion.
I'm here, miss.
But everybody has their own thing. Some people say it is better, some people say it's not. Right. So the difference now between the software and the search engine is that the software allows you to go to the search engine. So you use the software, then you go to Google and you go to the different search engines. Give me some examples now of the search engines. What's the main one we use now?
Google.
Raise hand, please. Christopher, go ahead.
Which I was gonna say Google.
Google is one, yes. Anybody? Natalie, what else you think? You have a next one? Is there a next one?
Yes, miss, you have Bing.
Bing. Yes. Go ahead, Akeem. Akeem Elijah one. All right, I'll come back to Akeem. Go ahead, Christopher. You're saying something else? All right. Natalie?
Internet Explorer,
Yes, you have
miss.
Snapchat and YouTube.
Who just said that a while ago?
What, Internet Explorer, miss?
Internet Explorer is a internet software, not a search engine.
Oh, okay.
Miss, can I say Yahoo?
You have Yahoo as well.
Is the person talking, raise them hand? Because I'm sure I didn't call any names at you. Miss Natalie, I will beat you, know. Is it because I can't see you, Marie? Oh, come on. Come, let us try work with it because when we have persons talking over each other, we're not able to hear. Natalie, go ahead.
Nothing, miss, nothing.
Oh, you don't mean, okay, let me see who else. Akeem? No, sorry, Alicia first. Alicia, go ahead.
Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Or Yahoo.
I would say yes and no. Yes, you can use Yahoo, but it's Yahoo. I more see Yahoo. It will be more Yahoo search than Yahoo. Because Yahoo, when you go to Yahoo, you are seeing links to different things. Yes? Yes or no? When you type in Yahoo, what do you see? Yes, Sharina, go ahead. What you're saying?
You have DuckDuckGo.
What?
DuckDuckGo.
I haven't heard that one in a while. Yeah. All right. What? Okay, so hear my thing with Yahoo. Before I hear my thing with Yahoo, I would say Yahoo is more what you call a directory more than a search engine. Alicia, Maureen, mute your mic, please. Mute your mic, please, Maureen. Alicia, you're saying something?
No, I'm not.
Okay, put down the raise hand, please. Sharina, you're saying something? Natalie?
No, miss. My hand's
Don't
still
raise
raised?
hand, please. Yes. Christopher? Go ahead, Christopher.
Yes, Mr. Like Explorer and Expedia. Would it be a search engine, miss?
Explorer? What do you mean by Explorer? Explorer is a search engine? There's a search engine named Explorer. I don't know about that one. What Explorer used to do?
Search for things, miss.
Internet Explorer is a search engine, it's a internet software, not a search engine.
Okay.
No, you have.
So
Huh? Go ahead.
YouTube and Snapchat, miss. Is that a search engine?
I wouldn't really classify Yahoo as a search engine because you can use a search engine to get to YouTube. You can use a search engine to get to YouTube. So I wouldn't put that under search engine. I would put that more of a entertainment or edutainment software. I wouldn't put that as a search engine. Go ahead, Sharina.
You have web crawlers.
Yeah.
I googled it. I
Right.
couldn't help myself.
And you have a lot of them, you know. But the main one that we use normally is Google and Bing. Right?
Sorry,
You can
I
use
was logged out. What we're talking about?
Who's that?
Verified. I got logged out.
No, we're still on search engines and
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
Right? So why I say I would not put Yahoo as a search engine, I will put more Yahoo search because Yahoo, if you go to Yahoo, you see links to like music, news, and all kind of other things. Is it true? Yes? Yes, no, maybe so?
Correct, that's right.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
That's correct.
So I would more classify like Yahoo and MSN as a directory and not and Yahoo not necessarily. I would more put say the search aspect of Yahoo.
I'm not sure if anybody has said YouTube, but that's one search engine I know as well.
As I stated earlier, I would not yes, you can use YouTube to search, but you only can search specific things.
Oh yes, that is uploaded to YouTube.
Right. So I wouldn't really
Okay.
classify it under a more of a search engine. I would more classify it as a edutainment software. And that means you can education and entertainment.
Okay.
I wouldn't put it classified under a search engine.
Because you can't.
Because with search engine now you can search for anything. You can search for YouTube. You can search for anything at all.
Google.
You can everything at all. Anything at all you can go to. Yes, Google. Google is a search engine. You can use that to search for the YouTube. You can use it to search for everything using that, right? So that's why I wouldn't necessarily classify it under that. Mr. RM, you were saying something?
Same thing that you just explained.
Okay.
So you can go with the other search engine and search for YouTube.
Right. So because YouTube is specific for videos. There are videos. So YouTube is more it's videos only. When it is music, video, whatever it is, only videos goes on YouTube. Right? Yes? No? Maybe so?
Yes.
Right.
That's right.
Only videos to go on it. Only more. Right? So And music now, we go on with software. Anything like
Yeah.
MP, everything for can play MP3s. Right?
Yes.
Right. So that's the difference. So as I said, I would classify it under that. All right. We're almost at the end. We're getting there. All right. So yeah. Let me see. I think we are basically, that's it for us for today. Any other additional information, you will get it to read and go through on your own time. We are not going to do any more theory. We're for coming up, moving forward. We're only be going to doing straight practical component. So we're doing Microsoft Word next week. Then the following week, Excel. Then the following week, PowerPoint. One
So we're
at a
going
time.
to need a computer or laptop to do it.
Yes. And I give activities after each. So if I finish thing, I give an activity. It must be finished before the next class.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead, Christopher. You're saying something, Christopher?
Yes, miss. Yes, miss. I was saying that I have a Alcatel tablet that I'm using, miss.
It have
I
Word,
was
Excel,
on
and PowerPoint on it?
I'll have to check if it does, miss. And if it does, I should what?
Because
Download them
you're going to need
or
it.
install them.
Yes, you're going to need, because the programs we're going to be using is Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. If you don't have it, I don't know how we're going to function for the class.
Okay, miss.
Because that's what we're using. So for the final thing now, that's when you're going to be getting a practical and a theory. 40 questions, and don't worry about the 40 questions. I'm going to give a short I'm going to give a after each component you'll get a pop quiz with some questions on it and the practical aspect that you have been doing. So I'll give so that when you reach the final now, it won't be so hard, right? But hopefully by next week, I will put you onto the site that allows you to go to the Moodle site that we'll be using for all your internals and your externals. All right? So you'll get that link
Okay, miss.
for your username and password and everything. So we'll be using one more software for all your internals and your external. Maureen, you should already be on the system already. I believe, yeah.
Yes, miss, I'm on the system.
Right.
Moodle you talking about, miss?
Right, yes, you should be on it. So I
Yes,
would just
miss.
add you. I wouldn't give you a username and password. If unless you forget it, I will just reset yours. All right.
Yes,
So
miss. Yes, miss.
all right. So I think that's it for today. Any questions, anyone? Any questions? This wasn't a big class at all today. Go ahead, Mr. RM.
You're gonna send a soft copy of what we did today?
It's Japanese I was talking earlier. Because me swear me did say so earlier. I did not speak Japanese or Chinese. I did say,
Maybe my processing unit was translating it different.
it was translated in understand because we said, I'm almost sure I stated,
Just translate it in
I'm
Japanese.
stating everything to you guys. I'm almost sure I said so in the middle of the class. So
Miss, remember, I got kicked out around 3 times. Ain't the RM.
all right, I will make that pass. All right, yes, you'll get it. Give me until the weekend. I should send everything. Cause the rest of this week kind of busy for us. All right, so give me until the weekend. I will send the recording to the class. Okay?
Okay.
Or whatever information is needed, I will send that as well. But until we get onto the Moodle site which I will put everything on. But I didn't want to put that yet until we know who is in the class and who is not in the class. Right. All right, so I must say it was a very interesting class today. What are your thoughts? What is your feedback?
Well, I learned some more stuff to what I know already, even though I felt like I was fully done today. But I've learned a lot.
Okay, all right, good. What
This was
about?
very interesting.
Okay, good. Anybody else? Everything to say? Anything to add?
The
Amal?
lesson was refreshing.
Okay, good. All right, thanks. Anybody else?
I think I'm a little more advanced as um in comparison to what I had known before. So yes, it's a yes for me. I'm a little bit more.
Okay, good, good. Miss
Yeah, for
Birthright,
sure.
the
And
junior, Miss Birthright, anything to say?
yes,
I just said the class was very interesting.
Okay, all right.
I
Maureen?
did, I did enjoy this lesson.
Yes, miss, the class was very.
Very.
The class was very. I'm looking for the word.
Are
It
you,
was
you were eating
it,
the you were eating the dinner earlier, Maureen. You
no,
were
miss,
taking.
no, it
Okay,
wasn't me.
I told
No,
to
miss,
me.
it wasn't me. Me no man. But the class was fine. The class was good. It was a good one.
All right, good.
I
So
remember some things.
okay, good. And you notice that I have not put anything on the screen, right? Pulled out everything from you to get your thinking.
No, miss.
Then now I can send you the
Yes,
notes and you
miss.
can read on your own because what it came from you. Came from you. All right, so it was a very interesting class. Good, good. And as I stated now, next week we get cracking with the practical part. We do Microsoft Word, then we'll do Excel, then we'll do PowerPoint. And then after that, we go through some questions too at the end, and then we move on. Go ahead, Christopher.
It's like you don't know nothing about computer and thing. All you can do all of that, miss.
How we going to do what?
The PowerPoint
When
and
I learn, I learn.
the Excel.
I learn, sir.
Yeah, but
Good night.
as I say,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of new for me, right?
Right.
I never entered a computer class before, I should say. So this is
Uh-huh.
kind of new to me.
Right.
So
That's which
you
is
know,
why
me don't
which
want.
is why you are here. I
Okay,
am
miss.
not teaching as if persons know anything. I
Okay,
am
miss.
teaching if persons are learning it for the first time. So whether or not genius or not genius, that is how I teach. And my
Okay.
advice for persons and I give a practice exercise after each class. For practice, so whatever I teach in the class, you get a practice and it's for you to practice. My advice, what are you working from, Christopher? What do you have? What's the device that you're using?
A tablet, miss.
Do you have access to Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint on your tablet? If not, try and get that on your tablet. Okay?
Okay. Okay, miss.
Because those are what we'll be using. And if you don't have it, I can't help you. Those are the softwares you're using. If you have issues to do the activities, we have a computer lab, and you can try find some time and use the lab at the institution. All right? Can remember, you gotta get assignments on them, something there, and them do. Remember, let me tell you the truth, the people don't care what they have and what they can do, I get it. Them say the work have to be done. So we have to find a way. We have to make a way. So please, those are the softwares we're working with. If you can get it on your device, please go ahead so that we can able to have a well interactive class next week. And I want to tell you from now, if you have a laptop, gear up. You are going to be sharing your screen and you're going to be doing a lot of things. Gear up. I'm going to be calling on persons to share their screen and do. And that's the best way our purposes learn, by doing. Not me just to talk and do everything. All right? We're good? Are we on the same page?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Because I went to ball up my throat the whole time and I do everything and I type everything and I do everything. No. Interact. All right, so that is it for today. Only that. Have a good rest of the evening, and I want to ask